350,000. That's what we have right here. And with this kind of money, us having a look, what could we buy? We could actually buy some pretty decent cars here. We could buy a 2022 Porsche GT4 RS, 320,000 cash. We could also buy a Lamborghini Urus, need a little bit more, but I think we can probably squeeze out a little bit more. 370,000, we could be buying a Urus. 2022 Aston Martin Vantage F1, 350,000, 349,990, almost right on the dot. This is what I could have bought cash, but instead, this is what I chose to do. All right, quick pause, guys. I need to let you guys know on something massive and very exciting. On the 28th of September, I'm officially opening the doors to our brand new program called the Liquidity Edge. Now, it's built around one very clear outcome: getting you funded and keeping you funded consistently, so you can finally start scaling up to 10K months in trading without absolutely burning through so many challenges. Now, it's not live yet, but if you guys do want early access, I've left the link below. All you need to do is quickly drop your email. It takes about 5 seconds to fill in, and you guys will be absolutely first in line before this is made public. All right, let's jump back into the video. Instead of parking my money in my driveway, which, don't get me wrong, gets very tempting, I decided that I'd park it in the stock market instead. And here's the crazy part. As you guys can clearly see, in the last 3 months, this has paid me around $11,000 a month. And so today in this video, I'm going to show you guys why I chose assets over liabilities and why that decision has completely changed my life and mindset. And you know, I get it. A car is tempting. It's fun. It's flashy. It gets the clicks. And you know, it feels like success. But here's the problem. Most cars at this price range are losing value. And you know, that $350,000 car is probably going to lose, what, 50,000 the second I decide to drive it to my house. And in 5 years, what, it might be worth half, maybe? And that's money that is literally gone forever, no matter how nice, you know, it might look on Instagram. So instead of that, what I've been deciding to do with my day trading profits, and what I highly recommend you guys to do with your day trading profits, is I took that same money, and that's where I've now put it into the stock portfolio. And guess what? With the money that I'm now making from this 350,000, if I really wanted to, I could probably go out and finance one of these cars. How much would one of these cars cost? Let's have a look at the Aston Martin. The Aston Martin's probably the nicest. How much would this cost a month? Does it say how much it would cost a month? It doesn't say. I thought so. Sometimes it says on them how much. We can't actually afford the Urus, brokey. Does it say how much the Urus is? Sometimes it says how much you could finance it for. So it doesn't say, but I would imagine it's probably somewhat less than what I've been averaging here for the past 3 months, which is $11,000. So if I really wanted to, we could take this stock portfolio, we could leave it in there, and we could take out 10 grand a month every month to actually finally then buy these toys. But before we get into that side, let me actually break down with you guys my top current holdings that I have actually been calling publicly here on YouTube for absolutely free. You guys go back to my old YouTube shorts from back in, I believe, March time, when the markets were having fantastic drops and everyone was calling me completely stupid and every name under the sun. You guys can go see it on my shorts unless they've deleted their comments. And in my Italy YouTube vlog, this is there where I was publicly buying a lot of stocks, and I'm now starting to finally cash in these gains. So current holdings right now, guys, is I do have around 86,000 in cash right here. I have 260,000 invested. My biggest holdings right now are Amazon, Apple, and Tesla. Now, I have just closed some of Tesla. I locked in some Tesla profits yesterday because Tesla has had an absolutely amazing run. I'm holding AMD, looking to target about 200 on AMD. Again, made some great money on AMD. I'm still holding Adobe, which is in a little bit of drawdown. And you guys can see my other holdings here as well. Now, to me, Amazon, Apple, still fantastic buys. Apple, depending on how we go with the new iPhone release, I may close this at break even, we'll see. But Amazon, I like Amazon back up into them all-time highs. And Tesla, you know, that 400 level, we're currently at 416, is going to be a big area. And you can actually look at the charts here as well. So you guys can see where I got long here on Tesla. And if you saw on my story yesterday, I was actually floating about 13,000. Floating now about 7,700 and slowly starting to close some gains, because 400 to 450 are huge, massive areas. I'm not a massive long-term holder and believer in Tesla. I'm happy to make my money and take my profits. So huge run here. Still got 7,000 running, which we could lock in right now. But again, we'll see how this goes over the next couple of days, but it's coming in some very, very, very interesting levels. And there's some big news that Elon did buy a lot of Tesla stock as well. So maybe that's to pump it. We know what he's like. I'll probably look to cash in the gains. And like I said, you guys, on average, I've only been doing stocks since when I was buying them back in February. So every month, I've just been slowly putting money in. We've been slowly growing, had some little dips every now and again. This was a 20K withdrawal here as well. And you can see we got it right back up. So beautiful, beautiful growth here. On the year so far, since I started this, you can see I started very, very small here, just slowly depositing money. And the year so far, we're up 36%, 42,000, which is absolutely amazing. Now, the math ain't mathing this onto this because I didn't start the year with this. I've been depositing and growing every single month with profits I make from my day trading and other business aside from trading as well. That's the key here. Start off small. You don't need huge amounts. Even if you put in like an extra $1,000 a month, you guys can finally start making great gains. And over the long run, this is the absolute ultimate freedom. And this is the big difference between, I'm just showing you guys these cars just for a bit of fun, just so you guys can see, I could go out and I could literally buy this cash tomorrow, and people on social media be like, wow, Aaron's, this amazing trader. Who cares? One day when I get the desire to buy a car, which looking at these does get very tempting, I will absolutely use some of these investing profits to maybe buy one. But right now, I'm just showing it to you guys for a bit of fun, just to show you guys that yes, the car might give me the thrill, it might give me the clicks, but this portfolio, it gives me the absolute freedom to be here right now, to be in Switzerland last month, traveling and trading through the mountains, to go back home to Jersey to see my family wherever I want, to fly my girlfriend and dog over from Australia to here to Europe. 11K a month, not including day trading profits, means that I can travel, I can host retreats, live in absolutely any country that I want to go to, and still have my portfolio in the background growing beautifully. So instead of buying one shiny toy that probably fades off anyway, I've built this good trading portfolio that has allowed me to now fund this lifestyle along with my day trading profits. And to me, that's way more powerful. So this is what I want you guys to understand. Wealth isn't about what you buy. It's about what you build. Car is an absolute liability and it takes money out of your pocket. Assets like stocks, eventually property, will put money into your pocket. And that's the real game here. One day we're going to grow this to over $1 million and we'll do another one of these videos. 36% on the year so far on $1 million is 360,000 from not doing very much. Have the day trading every single day, use that profit, put it into long-term stocks. Therefore, it comes back to you because it takes off a lot of pressure of the day trading as well. So for me personally, that's why I like to invest in assets and longer term plays and not liabilities yet. Because one day these assets are going to buy my toys without sacrificing my future. So build first, buy later. I don't show profits or monetary value on this channel very much because I feel like it attracts the wrong crowd. However, this is just a clear reminder for you guys, build first, buy later. Look to play the long run, not the shiny object game, which a lot of people fall into the trap of day trading and longer term investing as well. And the stock side of trading is something that I am going to be also showing in the Liquidity Edge mentorship. So if you guys do want to join, you want to check out the links below, feel free to do so. If not, I will see you guys in a brand new video next week or live on Top Step where I trade live every single day for absolutely free. So I'll see you guys there or in the next YouTube video. Trade safe. I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.